Fine. So one more second, and then we will start. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to show you something new. I mean, I've been talking that we can also use VS Code, right? That is there. But then you can also connect to BAS. Okay, so you can install this extension. You're able to see my VS Code, right?
Yes.
So you can use this Business Application Studio desktop client, okay? So you need to click upon this. Basically, once you install this extension, you can click upon this plus button. You need to give the landscape URL, okay? So how will you get this landscape URL? So what we can do is I will go to this our pass, right? So our pass link. So let me just log in.
So we need to install the, Bash extension for Visual Code or something.
Yeah, this is an extension which you can search. Business Application Studio Desktop Client. Do you see my mouse, right? So
Okay.
let me press
Uh-huh.
cancel. So this is that extension, okay, which you can install in VS Code.
Oh,
Basically, it will remotely connect. It will make an SSH to your BAS, and then you can use this. So
okay.
now, how do we get the URL? So you can, go to your BAS and basically this initial URL you need to give, yeah, the landscape URL. So this one, okay. I think it is still this one. Let's see. Not index HTML. I think we can copy this. Okay. And let me try now. So landscape URL. So I'm going to basically this link. I'll remove slash. Yeah, let's see. Okay, it could not authenticate, but at least it accepted, right? So, and then you can basically click on this thing. Yeah, this one, this icon. So you can log in basically, yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just allowing it. So see, I'm authenticated. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
say open VS Code, open VS Code. So I can just say open. That's how basically, it will do. Okay.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
then I can, start this guy. Okay, so I'm starting my dev space. Why I'm doing it right now? Because, I wanted to give you both the flavors now that we are comfortable and we know in and out, right? So there is no confusion and, we are quite mature now. Only thing is that your internet has to be stable here, right? Otherwise, you'll have to reconnect, yeah. But let's see, I'll show you, yeah. So I think it should work in principle. So I've used it a lot, yeah, especially for customers, where they want to go for BAS, yeah. They don't want to, they want people to go for BAS. Some customers are like that, yeah. So
Okay.
let it start. Okay, it says started, yeah, but still, okay, finally it's there. So I can then click upon this button, open a new window. Here we go, yeah. You see, it is now opening an SSH connection, right? All right, yeah. So let me close this. And if I open here, basically now I'm in BAS, think like that, yeah. So everything what you see on the left side is my BAS, yeah. I mean, just that UI is little, uh, you know, because it's my local VS Code, right? So you might have something, yeah. But if you see, I clicked upon this open folder. Now it is connecting to that. Okay, so let it load. Yeah, so now I'm in home user. I go to projects.
Within this home user folder is in your local desk, or
No, no,
where
no. This is
exactly is this?
I'm now in this business application studio. So it's on basically BTP, right? So everything, nothing is
Oh,
local.
that's folder is in,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
project, the folder is in
correct,
BTP. Okay, okay.
correct. So I'm trying to expand this folder. Yeah, so this was our application, right? Cap app, and I
Yes.
just say
Okay.
okay.
So shall we see this folder in our, I mean, not in the BAS, in our BTP?
No, no, you can't see. This is development, right? So I mean, how will you see? So everything, this is like a system, right? Which Siri has access to. Yeah.
So for example, let's say if you are working, I mean, the project, right? Multiple people are working on the same project or something. So if they want to do
Ah,
some
ah.
modifications, if I want to do some modifications,
No, no, you will go by Git, right? So everyone
from
will
Git
have
only.
their
Okay.
own Git clone, right? So,
Okay. Gotcha.
okay. So like the way it is there, so you need to other developer has to clone and then basically it's within his user projects. Okay, but everything is
Okay. Okay.
achievable by Git only. Yeah, whatever sharing you want to do. Okay, so you see now I'm in main branch. I'm SSH to this, right? So yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
wanted to do. And now, some people like this. Yeah, I also like this actually, because it is, I feel like I'm in my local VS Code, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so only thing is sometimes it depends upon your internet speed, right? So I think I'm at 5G only, yeah. So see, I can expand photos. Everything will work out of the box.
Yeah.
It's just that today it is actually very slow. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, fine. So I'm trying to open this master service. So far we just have this master service, right? So I have customers
Mhm.
here, right? And I want to show you the CDS REPL and query language which I was showing yesterday. Okay, before we actually start writing the code. So you can once you're in your terminal, you can do this CDS.
Yeah. Vipin, your voice is breaking, Vipin. I think your voice is
My
breaking a
voice is
lot.
breaking or like a little
Yeah,
slow.
yeah. No, no, it's a breaking.
It's
I mean,
breaking.
it's coming, breaking, coming, or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe you're having internet issue. Let me check. Uh, 1 second. I can switch to my this thing, phone also, phone internet. But let me just do a speed test. Yeah, I think it is little less. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what these Airtel guys are up to. Okay, we'll have to scold them today. I mean, they have come twice for this. Yeah. 1 second. Is it still breaking
No,
or we
no,
are
no,
good?
I think it's okay now. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's.
So let me open
No, we are good. I
CDS
think we are good. We are good.
REPL, and I'm observing a lag also. Probably once my voice itches to you, right? You are
Yeah.
taking some time. So do you see a
Yeah.
lag?
Yeah. Yeah. There is a lag. Yeah. I see. There is a lag. Yeah.
There is a lag. Okay. Let me again try. Otherwise, let's just try again. Hmm. Okay. Let me share my phone hotspot. Yeah.
I think it looks like it's not stable. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on my phone, it is very stable. It is going more than 250 Mbps. Okay. So maybe this Mac is having some issue. Okay. Let me share my. I mean, it's the same Wi-Fi, but I'm sharing over my phone. Yeah. 1 second. Let it load. All right. So let me try again. I switched. Okay. Still the same, right? Hmm. Okay. Let me still. So we are in the CDS REPL, and we saw yesterday query languages, right? So this was the link which, if you remember, if you go to node and you go to this queries, yeah,
Mhm.
and this is what we wanted to try out. Yeah, we saw about template literal. Okay. Okay. Now you are able to hear me, right? There is no issue.
Yeah, yeah, there are no issues now. Yeah, I think it's good now.
Okay, but this has gone. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Let it load.
I think
So we were seeing yesterday this Fluent API template literal, you can mix and match. We talked about CQN, CQL, right? I
yes.
think if it okay, 1 second, let me open it like this. Let's see. Because I made a switch right to my Wi-Fi, so it can happen with your remote SSH connection.
Yes.
Okay, let me open my VS Code again. 1 second, and let me see. Yeah, it is connected, and let me launch again. Oh yeah, retry. Okay, so let me put this guy here and let me minimize. Yeah, okay, and let's try again. Okay, open folder, home, user, projects. Yeah, this looks better to me now. Somehow I'm able to work faster.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is better. Yeah, it is faster now.
Okay, so we are in CDS REPL. Let's try. So, okay, so we have this master service. So how do you connect to this service? Yeah. So, but before we do anything like that, we need to start our, uh, you know, server. Yeah, we need to start our application. Yeah. So you can do it like this. So you can go to, you can say cds.test. Yeah. You see, moment I'm writing, it is auto suggesting. Yeah. So CDS, what all things are possible. If I just say dot, I can, TE You see, it is suggesting. Okay, so this is a function, I think. No, so it didn't work. Maybe. Ah, okay, you see, it needs and this module to be installed. Okay, let's add this. Okay, I'll open another terminal and I will add that. Okay, npm install minus d dev dependency. Okay, let's just try to add this for testing. Yeah, it has added. So if I go to package log, I've added this as dev dependency. And if I come back, let's try again. Clear. Okay, fine. Use CLS. Nothing works. Cool. Okay, let me just come back. Okay, let's just try. So I'll just say cds dot test. Again, I've added that dependency. Yeah. Now, if you see, moment I did cds dot test, it has loaded my models. Yeah. It is basically starting my server, right? The same thing we do via CDS watch. It is exactly the same thing, right? So everything is the same. Okay. Now, what I can do is I can see what all things in there. Yeah. So if I just say let so I'm writing code basically, yeah, in this. Let srv is equal to this. So I just say cds dot connect dot to, right? And here I can give my service name, right? So what is the service name? Master service, right?
Master service.
So let's try to connect here. Okay, and if I say like
So we
this,
we can do we can do the same thing in with gas as well, right?
haha, I'm in bash only. Think like I'm in bash. It is just that, you
Oh,
know,
okay,
you see
okay,
this
okay.
SSH connection, I'm in bash only. Okay, so don't worry about this. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So you see visual path, everything is bash. Yeah. So now if you
okay.
see, I have connected to my service. Yeah. Now if I do SRV and I hit enter, you see I'm able to see it's basically everything about the service, right? It is what all models I can get. I can do a lot of things, right? So and now if you see, I can do we have entities? Yeah, you see entities. So basically after I connected to my service, master service, I can see what all entities we have. So we have two entities defined, right? Customers and products. So let's try if I just say srv dot entities. Yeah, see it auto suggesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
but okay, so maybe it doesn't work like that. So I'll just say, you see, right? So if I let me just do it. Yeah, you see, a moment I
Okay.
hit that, right? So I'm seeing a lot of things. Yeah, actually, it is saying, uh, not to go for SRE dot entities, rather go via CDS dot entities. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, it's getting deprecated, but I can see the entities, right? So you see, I have customers entity, the kind is entity, and the definition, right? Created that. Yeah, and I see all the annotations also. You see, insert,
Yeah.
UI created by, modified at, right? All the fields. I can also see the draft related stuff, right? All the associations, you see. And if you see this is looking like an CQN, right? You see ref, right? You see ref, what we saw yesterday, right? So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see the framework, it is working based upon CQN, okay? But again, like I said, so it's more of a representation, okay? You'll get comfortable to this maybe later on, but for the time being, we can see that I'm able to connect to my entities, right? So if I just say srv dot entities, yeah, and I say dot, I just say customers, you see, yeah. So this is my customer entity, quite big, right? You see,
Mhm.
where exactly is that? This one, right? So SRU entities dot customer, right? And I can see this, yeah. And I can see that it's a projection on this, right? Which is what is we have written in the code. Okay. So now we are able to connect. We have started our server via CDS.test. CDS.test works in CDS Repl. You can try out stuff. You can play with your entities. You can try out queries. Okay, a lot of things you can do. Okay, basically you can get used to what code you should write. Okay, and then it's more like a playground. If you're very much comfortable, you can directly write in the code. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, but I mean sometimes I try this. Okay, just to see. So now I have this entity, so I'll just put it in let entity equals to srv dot entities dot customers. Okay, so I have my entity now stored. Okay, and then I can create a query, right? Let's just see. So if I say I'll use that template literal. Okay, so cds dot ql. Okay, this is that you know that module or a function where you can pass your query. Okay, and it will create a CQN. So I'm generating a query. Okay, so I'm just going by the template literal, and I say select, okay, from, and then I need to pass my entity, but my entity is stored here, right? So it's a dynamic
Entity.
value, so
Yeah.
I can pass it like this, like a normal template literal, right? So I can pass the dynamic variable
Yes.
like this. Okay, and now let's see what it gives me. Okay, you see it has converted into this object, correct? CQN.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, we need not worry, we will work with this sort of template literal or maybe fluent API. Okay, so what I will do is I will store this in a query variable. Okay, and I just do the same thing, cds.ql, and here we go, select from same stuff. Okay, entity. Okay, so I have got my query object now. So if I do the same thing, yeah, it's just basically cds.ql object. Okay, which is this CQN notation. Now I can run this, right? So let me get it into the results. I'll run this query now. So I just need to say await cds.run, right? And I need to pass my query which I have created above. Okay. So now I'm basically loaded this query. I'm just doing a select, right? Let's see. I should get the customer's data, right? After I run this query. Let's just try this. And it has, I think, run. So if I just run this results now, you see, I'm able to get the record. This coming actually from our CSV, right? The data from CSV, yeah, which got deployed.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are able to, this is what exactly is, what I mean by that. CDS test, we need to understand CDS test. We need to know how to connect to service. We need to understand how exactly we can get the entities, create a query, and then run the query. Okay, so you can try out a lot of things. Okay, for example, let's just go to this documentation. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm just going by what all things are possible. Okay, only thing is how can we
Okay.
clear this console? I always get confused. Is it not a function? Maybe I need to Google it. 1 second. Node. So it's actually node REPL. Okay, CDS REPL, right? You understand this, right? Node REPL
Yes.
clear
Yes.
console. Okay. If I can get this console.clear. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
So yeah, yeah. I see. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it is
function.
giving. Yeah.
And I can. Yeah, good.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
now, but still, I should have my service, right? which was this. I
Yes.
still have my entity,
Query.
right? So basically everything is there. I've just cleared the console. It is same like, UI5 console, the same thing, okay?
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep.
So now let's try to run like this, okay? Let's see. Now we have seen, I started with this, right? Template literal. Now let's
Mhm.
try with this Fluent API, okay? So let me go to my schema first parallelly. If I go to my master, okay? So I have name, email, and phone and address, okay? Let's try to get some data, okay? And probably I'll pass in the where clause, the name, okay? Let me open the CSV also. So if I open this guy, all right. So I have this name as John Doe, right? Or maybe I'll use the email, okay? So let's try. So I'll again create a query, this time using Fluent API, and I just say, yeah, you see, select, and I say dot from, you see, it is automatically suggesting, right? And then
Yes.
I need to give my,
Customer.
uh, yeah, correct. Only thing that I don't know how I can pass this dynamically. Let's try, okay? If I just leave it like that,
Oh,
what
and yeah,
happens?
entity is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I then pass,
Dot where.
yeah. Where I think this will not work because the entity is dynamic. Let's try. So I will,
Maybe the
where is
dynamic we need to pass null
correct?
template literal might be
Exactly,
dynamic
exactly.
value.
Correct. But I mean, in code, it can easily work, yeah? Because you get it from site survey.entities, you deconstruct that, you store it in a variable. So there it works, okay? But here it is a little tricky. So let's try. So I will just say where email, right? And I just say email is this guy. Okay. In quotes, I think, yeah, that's the in quotes. All right, yeah. So we have a select and we have a where. So let me just see. Oh, okay. It is able to refer, right? You see?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So cool. Now you're seeing the power, right? So you see, I'm not even writing code, right? And the magic is in front of you, right? So that's not possible in, a lot of things. In fact, I think in Java also, I was searching someday because I'm also working on Java projects. So there also this kind of concept is not there. So this it looks really cool to me. And that is how, we start appreciating CAP, right? Correct? You are free to
Yes.
try out things, right? So now let's try to run this query. Again, I will say this time I will directly await this. Let's see. Await CDS dot
CDS dot run.
run and I pass this query and let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you see. So I can do anything. Okay. So maybe let's just see what is a every you see there's the same thing, right? So here, I mean, you can also generate it like this, okay? And then, basically you have to generate like this also. You can generate it, you can put it like this. But, it's better you write your Fluent API or, uh, the template literal way and you create a query object, okay? So that you get it in CQL and then you execute it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, I didn't have to, write cds.ql, I don't have to do select insert because I'm already in this CDS environment I'm in the application. So, I don't need to do like this. It was able to work. Yeah, it still worked. I didn't have to get the select definition, right? So all this API facades definition, I didn't have to select. Okay. Let's try with this, okay, which is a mixture of Fluent API and template literal. Okay. So let's do it like this. Let Q1 equals to select from, okay, my entity,
Entity. Yeah.
yeah, and then in where, I will use the template literal, yeah. So let's try this. So I'll say email, okay, and actually it should come in dollar, right? So the way, I mean, sorry, not like this.
Dollar and black.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will be like normal SQL, right? So template literal dollar my value, okay. My value is john.doy at example.com. Let's just see what is the query it is generated. Yeah, looks the same, correct? But we
Same
had
thing. Yeah.
previously, yeah, see. So now also it should work. So I'm just going by up arrow, so you can always do it like that, okay? And this time it is Q1, right? You see, it still
Yeah.
works. So you can mix both the things, okay? And you see, instead of like they were saying, right, you can also go for the CDS.entities instead of SRV.entities, which is kind of it's said, deprecated, right? So let me show you that also.
Yes.
Console.clear, and now I will do is CDS
Dot
dot
entities.
entities, yeah, and let's see, it's a function. Probably I need to, but it works. You see, I can do it like that. So I can just do it. I can destructure it. Okay, so it should be like this, and then I'll get the customers, right? All those entities that we have, customers, right?
These are customers.
Okay, let's try this. So if I just do a customers, okay, I'm not very sure why it is coming as blank. Maybe I need to await it. Let's try. Okay, so let me say, okay, it is already 1 second. Let me just try to, yeah, this one works maybe. So it's not clear. And so this one was working, right? And now let's, only thing is that let's try it at least. Okay, const entities equal to like this. Okay, yeah, see, entities dot, mhm, entities. Okay, so it's linked definition. Okay, I think I need to destructure it. Okay, so it will be probably I can I do it like that? Strange. Okay, so nothing is working. So, but this
Yeah.
is the kind of a playground where you can try out stuff. So you know the concept of CQL, CQN. Okay, so actually it is
Ah,
a linked definition. Okay, so you see, okay, so let me see how I can access that. So moment I pressed entities, right? So maybe it's not directly. Ah, okay. Now even this is getting. You see it right, this right? So maybe I was referring it wrong. But I have connected it to service so that I get the entities out of that. Okay, but when I do CDS dot entities, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Yep.
Yeah, so it is saying it is recommended best practice to use entity definition as reflected from a service model. Okay. So if you click upon this link, let's see. Okay. So we were trying with srv.entities, right? Which is an iterable. Okay. Basically you can use this, right? So this is what we did, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I think it's better. Let's go by what we know, right? So let me try like this once more time. Let So we have one more entity, right? Which is
Products.
products, right? So let's try that. Let products equal to, I just say CDS dot. Okay, I can probably directly like this, right? Entities.
SRV data entities.
We already have it
Oh,
stored
yeah,
in entities.
entities. Yes.
Okay. So now if I do products, okay, probably it's not showing. So let me try to create a query, okay, on products this time. So okay, now I got it. Why it is not coming me? But entities has it, right? We just saw. Okay, let's try. So I will. Yeah, I'll create a query. Yeah, and this time it is products, right? And I can remove this. I'm removing the where clause. Pretty simple thing now. Okay, and probably I will directly,
Await data.
yeah, wait, and I say cds dot run.
CDS data.
Let's see. Yeah, so it is not working right. Wait, it's fine. I think so it's not able to recognize these products. Okay, but the other thing is works, right? So we saw that. So if
No,
we
but even if you write the entities, right, it is giving only customers. Why it is if you write the select star
no,
from
it is actually
product
giving
entities?
it is giving everything. We are not able to see it because this log is so big. So
Okay, okay.
so if you just but this one works, right? So srv dot entities, right? And I can just say dot customers, right? You see this one is working.
Oh, okay. We just see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but this CDS dot entities is probably not working. So that's what even over here in this C, right? SRV dot entities. So this one is working. I don't know reason why the other one does not work, but it's fine. Okay. So you can destructure other things
Yeah.
also, right? So I can do it like this also. Okay, so I can destructure it like that probably. Yeah, I just say let. Okay, and I say this is what you were trying, right, earlier. Okay, it is already declared. Let me stop the server and come out, okay, and then we'll do it again. So you can press Control C, okay, and you will be out. Okay, and now we'll again do CDS dot. Okay, we have to be in CDS Repl, and I say CDS dot test. I'm starting my server. We have loaded our server, and then I say let srv is equal to await. Okay, and I say cds dot connect dot to. Okay, and I'm connecting
Master
to my master
service.
service. Okay, and then I can do it like this. Let customers is equal to srv dot
The CD just
entities.
entities, right?
Yeah, sorry, no, srv. So our entities are,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
connected to my service, I'm waiting for my service. Yeah.
Okay.
So now if I try,
But the customer has both
sorry,
customer and
I
product
gave a
entities.
typo. Okay, EMRS. Okay, sorry, but yeah, it's fine. Can okay, sorry, I need to do it like okay, let me I made a typo actually. Okay. So console dot clear. Okay, so SRV is there. Survey. What is this? I mean, this flash is behaving strangely. I'm typing, but it is going, it is making a scroll. So I can just say let customers. I know you're not able to see when I'm not able to see. Okay. Yeah, this is
Okay.
really crazy. Okay. I don't know why this scrolling is. Maybe I can maximize it, is it? Okay. No, still the same issue. Fine, you got the idea, right? So you basically you can connect to your service and then you can load the entities. Maybe I mean, moment I type, right, it simply goes away. Let me just come out. Let's try it one final time. Okay. I will delete this. Mm. And let's open a new terminal. Let's try one final time. Okay. I just want to show the destructuring. Okay. You anyways can see, right, how we did that. But let me show it again. So I have to be in CDS Repl. Looks fine. CDS.test. Start the server. Let SRV equals to await CDS dot connect dot loop, and I'm in master service. Okay. And then I can just say const customers is equal to survey dot entities, right? Let's just see now. You see, it works, correct? So that's how, because it's an iterable, you can always destructure it. Okay, so
Yeah.
CDS dot entities does not work. But yeah, SRV dot entities works. Okay, and now you can play around what we did last time. Okay, so this is the concept of CQL, CQN. Okay, and they're also connecting, right? We also seen this cds.run or cds.db.run or srv.run, whatever you want. Okay, I can also either you can run your query again srv, yeah, for example over here, right, catalog service, right? You normally this is what you will do. Okay, we have mixed and match first class things, right? Probably let's talked about uh, if I just go towards right. Okay, so we have select, we have seen select. So if I go to insert, I can also insert the data. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so I'll go like this. Okay, so insert your entity and then the entries, yeah, and I'll just pass only one. Okay, Okay, I'll not clear it, to have scrolling issue. So what I'll do is I will await, insert, right? And then this into function, yeah, chaining. And then I give my entity. We have customers now already. So customers, and then dot customers dot entries. Yeah, let's try to add one entry. Okay. And then this, I need to pass my object. Okay, you can see, right? You can able to see my mouse. I'm not very sure if you,
Yes,
no problem, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm able to see.
So
Yeah.
I can say, okay, we need an ID also. Okay. But ID is a key field. So let's see if it can work without that. Uh, but it's an insert, right? Let's try. Let's try. Okay. How many fields we have? So if I
I
open,
think it should automatically generate. ID should automatically generate because we are
yeah,
using the
yeah, yeah,
standard
correct. But
access.
I'm directly inserting, right? Correct.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Even I expect the same. Okay. It should work. See, normally CRUD is out of the box supported, right? And that aspect gets filled in, okay? But because we are generating this through here, let's try, okay? But I think it should work in the same way, the way framework behaves or generic handlers, okay? So I'll give a name. I hope there's nothing like, I need to pass my data. So I'll just pass name, okay? Name and email, okay? So name, let's say Vipin, okay? And then I'll pass an email, and then I'll just say, and give my email ID. Okay, let's see. So I'm inserting and I'm giving the one record only, yeah, and I'm passing everything else as blank. I'm not sure if it will accept. Maybe at least it might give a syntax error because I'm not passing all the fields. Let's just try. Ah, okay. You see, it worked. Are you able to see? It inserted. So let's try to do a
Yes.
select now. Okay, and I will just say await select from, okay, customers. Here we go. Right. So we added this one, right? So it generated the ID automatically, which is what we were expecting. Correct? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And the whatever fields we didn't pass it, those are going as blank. Okay. So similarly, you can also try this columns and values like a one-to-one matching. Okay, that is also fine. What else do we have? So you can also insert from cell, another select. Okay, so it will give you a couple of records. Using that also you can insert. Upsert we know, right? You can insert or update. Yeah. What else? Update. So let's try to update this for phone. Okay. Let's try this. So I'll just say update and dot entity, right? And in this one, I'll pass the same customers, and then I'll just say dot, right? So, but I think we need to pass that. Okay, fine. Let's try. So first, let's pass the key field, right? I'll just say where, and I pass that ID, right? So ID, okay. So this is our ID, right? Yeah. Sorry, this one. This is what we added. 60.
Below. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Where this, and then I do this set. Correct? Yeah. So let's try this. Update this entity, and then set, yeah, and I pass phone, maybe address, okay, as a string. Let's say Delhi. Let's try. Invalid. I mean, there's some issue. You see, right? So, you can always try, right? You see, somehow it is breaking. Probably this is has to be in quotes. Let's try that. So, it's more of a playground, right? So before you write your code, you can always try out, right? That's why,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
so that you don't make any mistakes while writing the code, right? And I'll do it like this. Let's try. Here we go. You see, it has, I mean, it is giving me back, okay, like this. Okay. Maybe I need to await. Let's see. Let's see if it has. I'll do a select. Let's see if it has added the address.
Yes.
No, it didn't add, right?
No,
So we need
I
to
think you need
await.
to write a bit, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let's try. Or maybe this set is not working. Let's try. So I'll just do an await here. Wait. Okay. Let's try again. And here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Similarly, you can try delete. Yeah. Let's find one final thing and then we are done. So I'll just say delete from customers, and then I will delete what we created. Where in the where function I need to pass an object id. Okay, this guy. So I'm just deleting the record, and let's also await. Okay, and done. So it says one, so maybe it is returning one, so probably it deleted one record, right, with this condition. Okay. So
Yeah.
now if I do a select, we are back to one record. Okay, so I've seen
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We have seen insert, update, delete, yeah, how we can add. I think that's it for today. So maybe, I mean, what I can do, if I can copy this, right? So, okay, I'll just copy this so that you can remember this concept, okay, in a text file, okay, whatever we are
Okay.
getting, okay. I hope I can copy this. I'll create text file, new file, CQL dot text. Okay. All right. So I did everything. So, okay, and let me copy something, okay, some things which we have seen, okay. So we have seen CQL, right? Or maybe one second, I'll copy from a previous batch. I'm just pasting that, okay. But anyways, it didn't work. Okay. So that's how you can connect to over here. It is master service instead of customer. Yeah, that's how you can connect, and then you can get this, or you can destructure, right? We also saw destructuring, and then we saw template literal, yeah, and then you can run the query. So we saw concept of CQL, code query language, or yeah, core query notation, CDS REPL, we know, template literal, and fluent API. Okay, and these are the hands-on part. Okay, all right. So tomorrow, we'll start writing code. Yeah, I mean the handler
So
code.
do
So
we have
this is we have practiced enough of this concept. Yeah, sorry, you're saying something.
yeah, go ahead. So yeah, nothing. Yeah.
And we remember that we need to add this dev dependency, yeah, so that you can try the CDS test. in CDS Repl.
Yes. Yeah.
So feature CQL and CQN. Yeah. All right. So
So
you want to ask anything?
yeah, do we have class tomorrow? Tomorrow is January 1st. I
Okay,
think
let me
taking break
stop
or
the recording and now I'll talk about these things. Yeah, 1 second. I'll stop the recording.